Hello, everyone. Okay, hopefully the audio is balanced okay, and can hear. Okay, so apologies, there might be a couple more clinks and clanks, but yeah, I'm trying out a couple new things with my audio, and I also have a new face, because hopefully we'll get to make clear in this route, so hopefully I get to use this, so yeah. But yeah, hello everyone! So today I'm going to be continuing part 2 of the common route for Dramatical Murder. Last off we got in through most of the exposition. We managed to see like an introduction to Riptide and Rhyme, and we saw Kujaku and Mizuki, and we saw a little bit of Mink, but we have not seen Noise or Clear yet. Oh yes, and I can now use this to react to Ren too, because this is also going to be used for Ren a lot. In his puppy form. Oh yeah, we haven't seen his other form yet. But yeah, so I'm excited to keep going, and for anyone who's joining in for this VOD or watching the VOD later on, this is actually my third? I think this might be my 4th time playing Dramatical Murder, because I have technically played it once when I legally played it in 2021, when it was 2021 or 2020. I legally played it when it was officially licensed, and then I played it like 2 more times, I think, since then. And so now this is my 4th time, so hopefully I will be spotting some new things I never noticed in the background, and yeah, so that's potentially fun and exciting for me. So but yeah, also let me know if my audio balancing is kind of off, like background characters are not loud enough, or the voice acting is not loud enough, or perhaps it's too loud and you can't hear me. Yeah, let me know if that's going on. So yeah. So if this is your first time watching this VOD, you might be confused why I have all the characters lined up. And that might be confused why I already have all the characters lined up and why all the lights are already up there. But that is actually because when you play the game, after you finish all the routes, you'll be able to see all the characters. Yeah. So last time we left off, I saved the last left off with 60. So let us continue here. Alright, so let me move down a little so I'm not blocking so much. Or actually, let me just shrink. Yes, I'm just only blocking the next button because no one cares about the next button. Okay, hopefully that'll be okay. Yeah, okay, I think this will be fine. Alright, okay. So another cool UI thing is that the any text that you've already read is all in blue. So I'm gonna guess, since I've already completed the whole game like a couple times. All the text is gonna be blue, so yeah. Right. So this is after he witnessed. I think this is after Alba has witnessed Rhyme for the first time already, and then went home, had a headache. So. Alright, so the next day, I'm sitting behind the counter at Humdrum Junk like usual. And damn headaches. I rub the bridge of my nose, my head's been pounding ever since I woke up. I even took my medicine after breakfast. Maybe I'm getting sick.
青葉くん、ちょっと配達をお願いしたいんですけど。
I hear Mr. Haga clattering around in the back of the store. I try to stand up, but my legs wobble. I quickly grab the counter.
青葉くん、大丈夫ですか？
すいません。ちょっと立ちくらみが。
座っててください。こっちは大丈夫ですよ。よいしょ。どうしました、青葉くん？
いえ、すげえなと思って。
いやいや、そんな。
お掃除、お掃除。
Oh yeah, so this is just to note to confirm that not all the Allmates are animals. Some of them are, well, Usui is a Allmate, very humanoid one, and this one is also. Oh, it's cute. All right. Anyway, Mr. Haga's Allmate Junker dances around him in circles.
ああ、凡人くん、奥の方お願いします。
奥。
Junker returns to the back of the shop.
そうそう、それでですね、この品物の配達をお願いできますか？
Mr. Haga pulls a small paper bag out of his pocket.
昨日の夜中にお客さんから注文が来てたんですけど、速達指定なんです。
I look at the slip on the package. It's going to an address here in the East Quarter. It definitely would be faster to deliver it directly from the shop.
もうすぐ仕入れ先の業者さんが来るから、私は店を離れることができなくて、すみません。
I think... Is this the package where Noise ganks him? I'm trying to remember.
大丈夫ですよ。すぐ行ってきます。
お願いします。
Haga-san smiles, then goes down to the basement. My head still feels like a brick, but I have work to do. I have to tough it out. I smack myself lightly to clear away the funk, then pick up my bag and the package and head outside.
この道入った方が早いんだっけ？
あ。
Cutie! I make my way down Aoyagi Street, Ren navigating. As I walk alone, I notice a familiar tag all over the walls of the alley. Oh, you know what? Now that I can. I think this is a new background. 3F shop. Oh, there's a lot of English, actually. I think... Okay, can you see my mouse? I think you can see my mouse. No, I will grab myself. Yeah, so there, I think that is a tag, but I don't know... Is that Kujaku's? I think so. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I am not sure. That one... I don't remember what his logo looked like. But yeah, I think this one and these, I never noticed them. Because, yeah, are the ones that they're talking about. Okay, yep, it is. I'm dumb. Alright, Benny Shigure, the Crimson Rain, Kojaku's gang. These tags are how rib gangs stake their claims. This is part of Kojaku's territory. Kojaku's gang isn't that big. Not that many people know that Kojaku is a riptide in the first place. Oh, okay, I thought he was... Okay, thanks to Kojaku's popularity with women, he's often wound up in brawls with jealous men. Also, this is a very pretty one. But he's never lost. Over time, his strength earned him some male fans as well, and thus became his gang. I think the way he looks after them shows the kind of guy Kojaku is. He's not one to turn away people who look up to him. Many riptides join gangs because they admire the leader. Such members often take after the idol, which is why you see so many men wearing kimonos in Benny Shigure territory. They might look like bad news at first, but they're all good people. They help old ladies carry their bags and lost children find their parents. That's why Benny Shigure is pretty popular in the old residential district. Kojaku is to thank for that too, probably.
Yo, Alba.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, for some reason I was under the impression that it was another large gang. Okay, guess I was wrong. Alright, I exchanged greetings with a couple of Benny... Okay, I promise I will learn how to properly pronounce this for the next stream. Benny Shigure members who are chatting with a police officer. The police in the old residential district are corrupt. But some will mingle with the regular folk if they're in the right mood, or where there's money involved. Some riptides take such opportunities to fish for useful information or get a pass on some misdemeanor. Whatever works for them, I say. As I make my way further down the street, I hear some excited voices coming from up ahead. It's a man and two women walking arm in arm. I think those are the same NPCs from the previous. I knew it, it's Kojaku. I don't really want to see him right now with his fans around, but it's already too late to escape.
Oh, Aoba じゃねえか。
おっす。
I tried to keep the grimace off my face.
Alba, 電話元気か?
Ah, another cutie! He's so small and round. Aww. He's like a little tiny angry bird. Kojaku's owlmate, Benny, is flying next to him. Ren pops his head out of my bag.
ここにいる。
おお、そうか。
あら、こちら、宝石さんのお友達?
Don't you remember him from yesterday? He was also there. The women look at me, sizing me up.
ああ、幼馴染だ。
あら、そうなの。この方が?
Well, sorry that the amazing Kojaku's friend doesn't measure up. Though I've known the guy since I was little, it's not like we spent our whole childhood together. Fujaku is originally from the mainland. He came to the island with his mother, then went back to the mainland a few years later. We lost touch after that for a while until suddenly, about 3 years ago, Kojaku came back, this time by himself. He'd grown a lot, but the way he talked and smiled were still the same Kojaku. We started hanging out again after that. Kojaku often stops by my place to get a taste of Granny's cooking.
なんだよ。どうしたお前。
何が？
具合悪そうじゃねえか。
別になんともねえけど。
そうか？ならいいけどよ。
I try to play it cool, but I'm actually surprised. Do I really look that sick? Yes, especially since he's also in love with you.
これから配達か？
そう。誰かさんと違ってな。
The women react to my jab before Kojaku can.
あ、別にコウジャクさんは遊んでるんじゃないのよ。そうよ。今だってお仕事の途中で送ってくれてるだけなんだから。
まあそう言うなよ。確かにこんなに可愛いお嬢さん方と一緒じゃ仕事も手につかねえからな。
コウジャクさんったら。
I'll never understand how he spouts crap like that.
スウェーデン食わんは男の恥だよな。
その通り。女はこの世の宝だ。柔らかいし優しいし男を包み込んでくれる。だから大切にするのが男の義務ってもんだ。そうだろう？
Kojaku puts his arms around the women's shoulders.
もう死んでもいい。
Do it.
それじゃ、俺そろそろ行くわ。
あら？ちょっと待って。ねえってば。
Before I can leave, one of the women stops me.
ここ。ほらやっぱりゴミがついてる。
The woman reaches out with her slender fingers and brushes something off my collar.
ああ、どうも。
さすがだな。気の利く女は好きだぜ。
Wait, what was that? Would that have been one of the Usagi Modoki cubes? Possibly? Or something else? That wouldn't be in here without a reason, right?
あら？
The woman suddenly looks at me like she noticed something.
あなた、よく見たら髪が長いのね。
Oh, here we go.
あら、ほんと？気づかなかったわ。なんかかわいい。女の子みたい。
Okay, Kojaku also has long hair, though. I mean, it's not as long, but it's like longish. It's a ponytail. Hailing, one of the women reaches for my hair. Oh, I forgot. Is there anyone? Okay. So right now these are just like the common route ones, and I don't think we're at the ones that will totally select for Kojaku yet, or other characters, but I think this was one of the lead-up ones. I do not remember which one was which. I think... Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I feel like I Hesitate is probably what would take me to Kujaku's route. I don't remember. I think I'll stick with like generally nice things, so I can just keep it open for now. But I'm too late to avoid it. Don't touch me. I reach up to push her hand away.
ひでえな。俺が隣にいるってのに、他の男に色目使うのか?
I think Kojaku says this because he knows that Alba has a thing with his hair. But before I can, Kojaku gently takes the woman's hand and presses it to his cheek. She instantly turns bright red.
もう俺には飽きたのかい?
やだ、そんなこと。そうよ、コウジャクさんの前でひどいわよ。っていうか、羨ましいんですけど。ごめんなさい、そんなつもりじゃ。
Side note, don't just randomly touch people like that.
謝るなよ。別に怒ってるわけじゃね。
Kojaku releases the woman's hand with a smile. Phew, he saved my ass. He knows how much I hate it when people touch my hair. And this is actually a plot point. Like, I do believe it's mentioned in his character bio somewhere, but like it's an actual plot point that's like kind of relevant, sort of, kind of, to the end. Or at least it's relevant backstory-wise. It's time like this when I wish I could be more like him. Kojaku smiles at me.
なんだよ。どうした?いい男だから見とれたか?
Of course.
言ってろ、カバ。
ちょっと、コウジャクさんに向かって、カバとは何よ。
I flash Kojaku a grateful smile. He responds with a wink. He's really got his cool guy act down pat.
それじゃ、もう行くから。
おう、気ぃつけてな。
I wave goodbye to Kojaku and get on my way. My destination is close, a left turn and then a straight shot down the street. Ooh, interesting. What's that? That is a really ugly rabbit or dog? I am not sure. Just as I round the corner, I see a man hunched over on the side of the road. He's mumbling something, but I can't make it out. You see a lot of that in town these days. People sitting on the ground, staring blankly at the sky, or mumbling to themselves like the sky. It's not exactly a new thing, but it feels like there are a lot more of them lately. These are the mind-controlled guys, I think, right? Anyway, best to keep your distance. I quickly walk past. Ooh, okay. The alleys are narrower here, and particularly dark. Ooh, let's take a look at them. Well, I think this will zoom out later. Yeah, I think this might zoom out later. There are a lot of restaurants here. There are a lot of restaurants too, so the area is full of savory smells and smoke. That is a ton of wires, man.
なんか急速に腹が減ってきた。
このまま放置すれば、約1時間後に胃酸過多による胃痛が起きるだろ
う。何それ? 俺の胃荒れてんの?
昨日の食事が影響している。あとは睡眠不足の影響も多少ある。
ああ、ヨシエさんの。
That thing was ridiculous.
ん?
A strange feeling stops me in my tracks. I could have sworn someone was staring at me. Are we getting to noise now? I look around, but no one in the area stands out. I must have imagined it. Uh-oh. Oh, yep. Rhyme. Yes, this is when noise comes in. It feels like missing a step on a staircase. Oh, yep. The world around me freezes in place, then streams toward my feet at an unbelievable speed. Okay. A sharp pain rips through my skull. I have no idea what's going on. Oh. Whoa. I will say, I'm so sorry. The quality of this is not translating very well on my stream. But it does look very cool. Let me just get myself out of the way. You know, if anyone wants to also be hypnotized by this. I think I can do this with myself. I am the Helix monster. I am Lord Helix. Oh, I have never actually looked at what was in these symbols. I think it's just a circle, though. My thoughts are muddy. My hands and feet are tingling. Suddenly, the world changes. Oh, wait, the box also changed. Yeah, okay, the dialogue box also changed here. Yeah, it looks different now. Yo, that's cool. I don't know whether or not I noticed that the first times I played. The glowing wireframe door extends as far as the eye can see. Ooh. It's like I'm in some kind of game. Yes, this is rhyme. Oh, this is very cool.
ライムフィールドセッティング中。
ライムっ
ライム
て
フィールドセッティング中。
あのライムか？
A blue glow appears in front of me, growing into a human shape. Hey, Ren! I almost topple over when I see who it is.
レン？
青葉、無事か？
なんだよ、何がどうなってんだ？つか、なんでお前その姿なんだよ。
ここではオールメイトはオンラインモードの状態で反映されるようだ。
オンラインモードって基本的にライムで使うやつだろ？俺お前のその姿、設定画面でしか見たことねえし。
Oh, interesting. So I'm guessing that means. But I am, and I've heard people speculate about this before, and they wonder if, like who comes up with the outfits, because that would mean that Alba at like 13 or 14 or whatever Desire made the design was like, I am gonna put Ren in this outfit for whatever reason, unless he changed it later on.
つか、さっきアナウンスでライムとか言ってたんだけど。
そのようだな。ただ地図上の現在地は ここへ来る前と同じだ。
ラインフィールドセットアップ完了しました。
Oh no,
フィールドを
did my face disappear? Oops, okay, my face is back. Ooh. Ooh. What?
Alba!
Whoa. Okay. This is a lot. Okay. Yeah, I definitely. You know what? I realize this is a very this is very 14-year-old edgecore edgelord. Which, you know, noise kind of is. Ren pushes me away and I tumble to the floor. A powerful blast of air passes just above my head.
なんだ今の。
青葉、ここはライムのパブリックフィールドだ。俺たちはライムに強制的に引きずり込まれたようだ。
I just noticed. Is that a butt? Like, up here?
はあ？そんなことって。
青葉、何か来る。
Oh. My eyes go wide when I see what it is. Hey, noise! A rabbit. No, a person wearing a rabbit's head.
もうライムは始まってるってことかよ。
So, that says thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on this felicitous occasion. I do think Noise is probably voicing this with the voice change filter. Oh, you know what? I realized we can see his bandaged hands down here, and also his safety pin necktie, which, by the way, those are the biggest safety pins I've ever seen.
青葉、来るぞ。
来るったってどうすれば。
Ooh. So cute. Despite what they're trying to do, they are so unbelievably cute. Look at the little faces. I just want to squish your little angry face, like squish your little things. I want to pinch your cheeks. So fluffy I could die. Pat pat pat. Hehehe. Like, is that face not the cutest thing in the world? I'm referring to this one, not that one. Oh yeah, so one of the cool things about this is that some of this is 3D and some of this is 2D.
俺ライムとか関係ねえし、やめろっつの。
Ooh, and also the entire ground is all of the cubes, the rabbit cubes. Oh my god. Oh my god. You could see his shoes. You could see Noise's shoes down here. I never noticed that. so the deal with the Spvwvky thing. Okay, so oh my god, my face disappeared again. Hang on. Okay, my face is back. Okay, so alright, so I'm gonna drop a little bit of like backstory lore bombing of sorts, but so you know how so many people call Alba's third personality Spvwvky, but here's the thing. The handle for Alba's Rhyme username is Spvwvky, not the name of the actual not the actual name of Desire. And for reasons that we'll see once we get towards the end, I am going to be calling Desire and not Spvwvky, because again, Spvwvky is just the username in Rhyme / in the coil, in the internet system, that all three of the Albas use. So, or two of the Albas use. I guess Ren doesn't really use it anymore. But yeah, so that Spvwvky is technically just his username. But many people use Spvwvky, which, you know, it's totally fine. Whatever is easiest for you to remember the three personalities. But yeah. You know what? I probably should say this. Okay, I feel like this I need to change it to and spoilers. Okay, that might be a better approximation because I realize I'm going to be dropping a lot of spoilers for like the entire game, including post-game content, due to having already played it multiple times. Alright, so but yeah, so that's a little bit. We'll see that when we get towards the end. So, all right. So,
huh? なんで俺の名前つかなんだよそのスライなんとかって
oh gosh, if anyone watches Attack on Titan, that is the most annoying most annoying word in the world.
ライムなんてやったことねえよ
Is this your first time playing Rhyme?
だからやったことねえって
So, editor, insert Aaron Yeager saying Tasakai.
ダメだ話になんねえ逃げるぞレイどうにかなんねえのかここから抜ける方法とか
試行しているがログアウト自体が無効化されているようだ
Can you do that?
マジなんなんだよライムってうわ
Okay, but the image of imagining a bunny punching the two of them.
青葉大丈夫か
結構本気で言ってんだけど
ライムでは実際の肉体にダメージを受けることはない全て脳内の錯覚だそれ以上の影響が出ないように制御されている
See, prevent damage to the body, but not damage to the mind.
だがこのフィールドはダメージ値の制御が何らかの理由で外されているようだ
それってつまり
こちらでダメージを受けると肉体にも何らかの影響を及ぼす恐れがある
最悪じゃねえかや
逃げても無駄だよ
Their voices are so cute. I look up to see the rabbit peering at me from a nearby block. Side note, there is one thing I'm re-observing is that like there's a lot of, obviously Noise has a lot of like childhood things, like his all-mate is a plushie, like, and yes, he is the youngest character, like there's Legos and this is very like childhood playground-esque, but once you get to Noise's backstory, you'll see why, like, there's probably a reason why. Well, you'll see why. It's kind of heartbreaking. Or it is heartbreaking. Not kind of heartbreaking. It is. Oh, they're so cute. Shit. Oh, 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 the choices are also different. Yeah, I do not remember, because right now I'm not trying to, well, I don't remember, well, no one has said anything yet. Okay, I think I'm gonna ask on social media who I should choose, because I think at some point this is starting to get towards whichever route. So yeah. Sorry for all the background noises. Ah. Okay, I am back. And we decided to go with I Protect Ren. Acting on instinct, I jump in front of Ren.
Alba! 大丈夫か、青葉。
大丈夫。
Ah, here we go. Alright. Huh, I wonder what's gonna happen next.
頭が。ぐっ。
Big Alba.
レン、K セットだ。
青葉。
いいから、早く。
Oh yeah, because Ren's memory was wiped too, right?
了解。
ち、
Attribute
ふ
holy?
ざけてるな。
Okay. Shield. Oh, he is pretty average on everything. Well, for starting, because I think he increases at some point. Oh yeah, let's take a look. Here you go. I'm guessing this is what Noise sees in his screen. Yeah, that looks pretty mid.
オールメイトはアーマーなしで旧型。なめてんのか。
Oh wait, this is Noise's actual voice. It's not through the filter anymore.
すっぴんとか言って完全にふざけてるね。
さっさと潰すか。
Hey. Ooh. Whoa. Oh yeah, flash warning, guys. I'll try to make this go fast. Oh. Yeah! Go Ren! Also, I was wrong. These were not butts, these were clouds.
あいつ。
俺、今、何を。なんだよ、今の。
青葉が俺に攻撃の指示を出した。
攻撃？なんだそりゃ、そんなの知らねえぞ。
I wonder why.
でもさっきの、なんか口が勝手に動いたような感じで。
青葉、また来る。指示を。
指示って言ったって。でもやんねえとやばいんだよな。さっきみたいに。
It's Nikki Alba.
レン、坊やだ。
了解。
If you were doing this in real time, like, Noise would have already attacked by now, though. Because, like, Rhyme isn't turn by turn, so I don't think it is, at least. Ooh.
Tentacle
期待するだけ無駄だったな。行くぞ。
撤収撤収。じゃないよ、待って。
Oh, little beans in his paws.
敵の本体防御壁、すごい勢いで回復。40、50、70、90。
Oh, wait. I just noticed. Can you see that there's, like, a question mark right here? Like, There's a gigantic question mark. I definitely never noticed that before. Like, it's a question mark in the dark.
どういうことだ?
Oh.
どうなってる?
Do we see?
破壊と死を.
Okay, so main Alba. Oh, whoops. Okay, I forgot to read. Nope. Okay, there we go. All right. Death. Okay. My head is killing me. What the hell happened? When I come to, I'm lying on the sidewalk. And okay, I slowly push myself up, fighting the pain in my body. Though wobbly, I manage to stand. Basically, you kicked Noise's ass. Clutching my head, I struggle to make sense of my jumbled memories. I was making a delivery when suddenly I got pulled into a rhyme match, and then that weird guy with the rabbit head showed up. How? What happened to my delivery? Yeah! This ain't good. I look around and see a furry blue lump on the ground. So does this mean that Noise delivered Alba back? Aww, baby! He's so cute! Oops. I look around and see a furry blue lump on the ground. I pick him up, but he doesn't respond. Aww. I know the situation's a little unfortunate, but look at his beans! He's so cute! I tap him gently on the head. Like this. Pat, 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 pat. Aww. After a beat, Ren opens his eyes. Release washes over me.
大丈夫か?
特に大きな問題はない。
本当にどっか壊れたとか。
一部データが破損している。
Ew.
それって十分問題じゃねえか。
The rhyme battle must have damaged Ren too.
家帰ったら見てやるからな。
念のために頼む。
ああ。つか、俺の脳内データも破損しているっぽいんだよな。
Okay, I think I need to either look up in the lore or find out to see, is that, like, do people in Dramatical Murder have brain chips and stuff like that? Because I think I mentioned that in the last stream. Where, yeah.
ウサギ頭と戦ったのは覚えてるんだけど、結局どうなったんだっけか？
俺のデータが破損しているのもそこから先だ。
そっか。ちょい待った。思い出してみるから。
Fighting through the pain in my head, I close my eyes and search my memories. But the harder I try to remember, the more it slips out of reach. You know, I'm realizing this is interesting because the way this is, at least in English, the way it sounds kind of digital. Because, like, when you think about it, when most normal people say, like, oh, I'm trying to remember something, they don't say, oh, I'm searching through the data in my memory or something like that. Like, typically people reserve that not for searching their actual memory, like real life memory. Damn.
ダメだ。全然思い出せね
それは仕方がないことだ。
え。そうか。なんで？
一般男性の記憶容量を仮に100とすると、青葉の場合は。
今ここでそういう話かよ。って、あ。
青葉。
あれ？なんか目が回る。レン、お前いつから足8本に。
I don't know if my stream is translating it very well, but on the screen now, because the quality might not be showing quite through, but yeah, on the stream, the background is now all wavy. Uh-oh. Why is everything spinning? Which way is down? I can't...
少し待っていろ。
I heard the little pats of his paws. As Ren runs off, I start laughing. Whoa, 3 Rens. Neat. Is that foreshadowing? And that's when I black out. Afterward, Ren gets Haga-san, or Mr. Haga, and he takes me inside to rest for a while. Even though I lost a package he asked me to go deliver, Mr. Haga just smiles and tells me to go home for the day, which is not what a boss would ever do. At least that I know of, no boss is ever like, oh, you just lost a package, it'll be fine. I don't know any boss that does that. I take him up on the offer. Granny must not be home yet, as the house is still dark. After flipping the lights in the entryway, I head for the kitchen, grab my medicine off the shelf, and take a bigger dose than usual. I think last time I praised Alba for taking medication properly, unlike Toa. I disregard that now. Don't do that. At least try not to, I guess. It really should be taken with food, but I need to get my headache under control. Maybe I'm just relieved to be home, but it feels like my exhaustion has suddenly caught up with me. I can barely move. Desperate to collapse into bed, I trudge up the stairs and into my room. Oh wait! This is when we got that infamous Alba pose! I take Ren out of my bag and set him down on the bed, and take off my jacket and lie down. Phew. I lost the package I was supposed to deliver and even ended up leaving work early. I feel terrible, especially after the kindness Haga-san showed me. Mr. Haga showed me.
何やってんだ、俺。
It's all because of that weird rabbit head guy. Don't worry, there's more weird stuff to come. Sorry, Alba. And rhyme. Is that what everyone's so worked up about? I slowly sit up, thinking about that virtual space is just making me feel worse. My headache hasn't gone away. The medicine must not have kicked in yet. Fortunately, I have just the thing for times like this. And here we go. This is the infamous Alba pose, which is much better in the game than in anime, because I think in the anime they cut down on his butt or something like that. I forgot. But yeah, this is the the pose that everyone knows. And that's so many other characters have been drawn in. And I also definitely remember back in like 2013 or 14 or whatnot, I didn't actually, like, I didn't have Windows, so I didn't actually play the original fan translation, but I definitely saw several of my favorite characters drawn in this pose. Just so many people were just drawn like this back then. And I think, I don't know if there is more being drawn now today or not, but there was definitely a lot back then. Okay, where is, shoot, how do I pull back up? You know, I am surprised. Oh gosh, my face disappeared again. I will say, I am surprised that New Carnival has not made fun of this pose yet. Like, obviously there's been times where the characters go to sleep, but like, I'm waiting for the day for New Carnival to reference this, because I just feel like they have referenced so much of Dramatical Murder already. Like, what about this? Come on, put one of the characters in this. Unofficially, in like a sketch or something, I don't know. Okay, I pick up my headphones from the pile with my jacket and put them on. I select one of my favorite songs on my coil, close my eyes, and let the music take me. Music has always helped me relax whenever I'm feeling restless or unwell. It's just me and the music. Everything else fades away. Although I'll say, like, I don't know if anyone actually naturally sleeps like this, but I do, like, I do know people sleep on their side, but I don't know if anyone sleeps exactly like this. Or if they just, like, randomly moan while listening to music. Slowly, the music melds with my heartbeat. I feel myself drifting on the waves. Jesus. Who moans like that while listening to music? The melody whirls around me, softly caressing my body. The sound soaks through my skin and into my blood, circulating gently through my veins. That's very metaphorical and prose-y. Multicolored lights flutter through the darkness, like delicate pieces of film. It feels pleasant, comforting. This is a place for me alone, where no one else can trespass. Oh wait, now that we have zoomed in on Alba's head. Okay, so one thing that was kind of shocking to me. Okay, so one thing that seriously surprised me, the first time I found out about it, or not the first time I found out about it, like the first time there was an artwork that showed the back of Alba's head, that I saw. This is not a, I mean, I guess it technically is a mullet, but like this is actually a ponytail. And I think you can see that there's like a clear divide here and a clear divide there. So, like, I think there have been times where Alba does definitely have his hair down, obviously, like Shiroba, for example. But like, most of the time, he actually has a ponytail, not a mullet. So, yeah, there was that one art, I think it's an official art, editor pull it up at some point, where it shows that the back of his head is actually a ponytail. Mind blown. I was surprised by that. That might be old news to some people, but I was. Okay, go back. Okay. The discordant pain in my head and body grow distant as the peaceful sound spreads through me. Faint sighs spill from my lips, almost like the music is pushing them from my lungs. It feels so It feels so good. I'm in deeper than usual today. The world around me has ceased to exist. If I can just fall asleep like this, I know I'll wake up refreshed and recharged and refreshed. Oh, I'm just looking at all his other clothes. All of his clothes are blue. My god. If I can just fall asleep. A sound? I opened my eyes slightly, but I'm still plenty out of it. I don't know what I heard. Well, whatever. I mean, he is also really pretty here. I close my eyes again. Oh, this is flashback time, I think. This place. I know it well. I'm sitting on a sandy beach, talking to someone. Someone whose words are more precious than gold. Words that seem to glitter in the sunlight. There is, I don't know if it translates, it can go through in the stream, but there is some extra noise in the background. That sounds like someone talking but muffled. Ah, okay. Okay, yeah, there's muffled noises. And this is Alba's dad. But yeah, it's so muffled I can't hear it. Which, by the way, Alba's mom and dad do actually have sprites, but I think you don't see them until Reconnect. What did he say? I can't remember. I can't remember those precious words. Oh, hello. Okay, sorry, I am a little bit late. I didn't see you until now. Hi, welcome. Yeah. So to the person that just joined in a little bit ago, they said, "Oh, this is the game before it was anime." Yes, it was. So it technically came out in 2012 in Japan, and then it had an anime, I think around either 2013 or 2014, and then 2014 was either 2013 or 2014 was when it got big on Tumblr, I think first, or at least it got big in the West, due to fan translations. Um, so, yeah, and another significant thing about the anime is that even though I was not able to play the fan translation, there is that one meme from the anime. Not meme. There's this one screenshot from the anime that I think I will put up here later on in editing. This thing was going around everywhere, and we had no idea who it was for people who were not in Dramatical Murder. So this image breached containment, and it's a really bad, it's a really stupid screenshot. And I distinctly remember it because I saw that before knowing who it was. But yeah, thanks for joining. There were two choices that had already passed, but we should have some other choices coming up soon. So if you want to stick around to see that, to help me decide which route to go on first. Ouch. Something sharp is poking me. Oh, Benny.
で、
起きろっつってんだろ、こら。しばくぞ、ボケ。
I saw some episodes back then, but can't remember what happened. Well, you're about to see more than what happened in the anime, because the anime was... I mean, you can watch it if you want, but yeah, it definitely cut out a lot of stuff due to the fact that, you know, it's a visual novel, so there's multiple endings, and an anime only has one ending. It had the visual novels and anime problem. But yeah, stick around to see what happens. And I have a warning for spoilers because this is technically my 4th time playing it. So I know some things from hindsight and also from other post-game content. So yeah, so if you're here for spoilers, great.
てえな。
I jump up. The thing that was poking my face tumbles off and I catch it in midair. Oh, it's so cute.
あれ、ベニー。
The little Engie bird.
話せこら、客に対してどういう扱いだ。
Benny glares at me, flapping his wings against my hand.
ってことは、公爵来てるのか。
当たり前だろうが、話せ。
Also, let me know if the audio is too loud or if I'm too loud or if the audio is too quiet. Yeah. I stand up, still clutching the shrieking Benny. Huh? Where's Ren? I find him curled up on a corner of my bed. He's in sleep mode. Which reminds me, he said he'd lost some data. I've gotta take a look at him soon. But first, food. I'm feeling much better thanks to my nap. Even my headache is gone. My joints still ache, but I can move. So for, if you just came in, the context of what happened now is that just at first, Alba was sucked into a rhyme battle with Noise, and this was his quote-unquote first time battling in rhyme, and his other personality, Desire, took over, and basically what happens whenever Alba gets a headache, before he knows what happens to his backstory, that headache is Desire saying, let me out, basically. And so, yeah. And that's why he has such a big mouth. Or why he was recovering from such a big headache. When I leave my room, a delicious smell greets me from downstairs. Granny is back. When I look at my coil, I realize it's already dinner time.
もうこんな時間か。
お前がなかなか起きねえから俺が起こす羽目になったんだぞ。分かってんのか？
Oh, it's just cute. Okay. I ignore Benny's whining and poke my head into the dining room. Wait, I just noticed. Oh yeah, so another thing is, because I've played this several times already, I'm also going to be looking at, like, random stuff I never noticed before. Like, especially in the background. So, for example, I never noticed that there were gigantic screws and gigantic pliers and gigantic wrenches in in the background of Habon Junk Shop. Or Humdrum Junk. Humdrum Junk. Oh yeah, so I think, is this our first time in the kitchen? Okay, that faucet has no hot or cold temperature. I think. I cannot tell. But it looks like they're using gas stoves. And I can't... Those things look like animals, kind of. I can't tell. Alright. Hello. Granny is at the counter. Kujaku is sitting at the table. He grins when he sees me.
Yo, ohayo-san.
はよ。
その顔、今日も絶好調だな。
Also, let me know if I am going too fast.
Oh, おかげさまで。
I can't hold back a yawn.
これ。
Oh, I don't know if you heard that little sound, but there's like a little squish sound when he threw Benny. Okay, I toss Benny across the room to Kujaku, who catches him easily.
起こしてやったってのにひどい扱いだな。なめんなよ、アーバー。
文句はご主人様に言えよ。つか、そいつ使いっぱにするなよな。
しょうがねえだろ。寝起きのお前めんどくせえし。
Okay, who is not a pain in the ass when they wake up though?
そんなことねえだろ。
青葉、起きたんなら手伝いな。飯はもうできてるから、箸と茶だ。
はいはい。
While Kujaku laughs, I hurry to do Granny's bidding.
いつ来ても変わらねえな、タイさん。あの元気な声を聞くと安心するぜ。
毎日怒鳴られてみろよ。結構きついぜ。
Oh yeah, see, that's what I mean. This faucet has just a turn on button, no hot or cold. Turn on swivel, no hot or cold option. I glare at him as I set the chopsticks out on the table. This only makes him laugh louder. Granny brings over the food while I pour 3 cups of tea. With dinner ready, I join everyone at the table.
いただきます。
Dinner tonight is blanched fish, konbu stir fry, and pork belly. I start with the pork belly. Delicious. I find that food tastes especially good after I've had a nice nap. To my right, Kujaku shoots Granny a smile.
うまい。やっぱりタイさんの料理は最高だな。
いきなり押しかけてきて何言ってるんだい。
俺はちゃんと言ってあったんだぜ、青葉に。
I glare at him again.
近々って言ってただろうが。
そういうお前もグースか寝っぱなしだったじゃないか。いくら呼んでもちっとも起きなかったよ。
それはまあそうだったんだけど。
でもこうやってちゃんと飯作ってくれるのほんとありがたいよな。
Oof. For anyone who knows his backstory, or once we find out about his backstory, that's extra oof.
勘違いすんな。消費期限が切れそうなやつがあったからちょうどよかっただけだよ。
And that is one of the most Asian things to say.
だからタエさん好きなんだよ。
うるさいわ。
Granny stuffs kombu into her face while Kujaku watches with a smile. Granny is actually surprisingly fond of Kujaku. Oops, I think I skipped. Surprisingly fond. Even though Kujaku came to the island with his mother when we were kids, he was alone more often than not. And there is a reason why! That is a little bit unfortunate. That's why he spent so much time hanging out with me, and of course he ate plenty of Granny's cooking too. Knowing Granny, she might even think of him like a second grandson.
今日は泊まってくのかい?
Without missing a beat, Kujaku stops shoveling rice into his mouth and nods.
そのつもりだけど。
たく、お前はずうずうしいって言葉を知らんのか。
ま、いつものことだしな。ただ俺は仕事あるから、朝はお前が寝てても叩き起こすよ。
逆だろ。なかなか起きねえお前を俺がいつも優しく起こしてやってんじゃねえか。
Just bros, right?
だよな。
お前ら。
Kujaku flashes an infuriatingly charming smile and goes back to stuffing his face. The banter continues until the food is gone. That was shower noises. After showering, I head for the living room while drying my hair with a towel around my neck. Granny is watching TV while sipping tea. Kujaku isn't there. Oh, here's the I don't know if it's infamous or not, but yeah, this is the living room, and there's a gigantic rainbow flag. Yeah. So, Tai-san knew. Oh, wait, who plays a guitar? someone in the household plays a guitar. Either back then or currently. Oh, okay, okay. You know what? I wonder if anyone has ever tried to map out Alba's house, because we can see the fridge. So this is the dining room. Here's clearly the door to the living room. So, and I guess in the case of their world, the TVs shrunk back down because, like, currently in our part of the 2000s, like, home TVs, especially smart TVs, have gotten like really, really big. So I guess it shrinks back. Or they managed to get a working one from super old times.
公爵は
2階へ行ったよ。お前の部屋にいるんだろ
そっか。あ、そうだばあちゃん。
う。なんだ？
この間さ、すげえ頭痛くなった時あって薬飲んだんだけど、効きが悪かったんだよね。
Granny finally pulls her eyes off the TV to look at me. She's always told me to let her know if anything changes with my headaches.
全く聞かなかったのかい？
そうじゃないんだけど。
そうかい。それじゃあ薬の配合を少し変えようかね。
Oops, okay, I messed up. Alright.
そうじゃないんだけど、いつもみたいには効かなかった感じ。頼みます。
I bow deeply. Granny snorts, returning her attention to the TV. Alright, so Kujaku's in my room. Side note, I feel like a more responsible healthcare provider in an ideal world, and not in a world where they are in the political situation that they are in, would probably like do some tests or something like that to actually check and not just like whatnot. But considering the circumstances of their political world currently, which is, to be honest, unfortunately, that is kind of like what people are doing here today. Why have things not changed in 10 plus years? God damn it. Alright, I head upstairs. My whole body throbs each time I take a step.
ってって。
Just grabbing some water. I may not have any visible injuries, but I feel a dull pain in my core. Is it because I took damage in rhyme? Probably.
頭の中で戦うっつったって、なんだかんだで痛えんじゃねえかよ。
Yeah. During that battle with that weird rabbit head guy, Ren said that the damage limits were disabled. Is that even possible? Well, Noise is a hacker, so in modded rhyme, probably. Despite the pain, I finish climbing the stairs and head into my room. Huh, Kajaku isn't there, neither is Ren. But then I notice that the door to the balcony is open a crack. I look out to find Kujaku leaning against the railing. He's gazing at the city, a thin cigarette between his fingers, blowing white smoke through his pursed lips. I don't know why, but Kujaku only smokes in my room. Well, on the balcony of my room. He never does it in front of women or at work or when he's out drinking, just here. I guess he feels like he can let his guard down here. Which is what I was gonna say. Also, look at Benny and Ren! Look at them! It's so cute! Ah! Okay. Is that referring to like the head? To something else? But yeah, it's so cute. Like his little tongue is bluffing out, and then like he's just on his head like a baby tower. I will try to edit in a picture later of what I mean by baby tower. It is very cute. It is so incredibly cute. Ah! Eee! Pat, pat, pat. I'm patting the head. Ah. Okay, let me try to get back in pose. In public, he never drops his confident smile. He always looks like he's having fun. But maybe it's not so easy to have women hanging off you all the time. Kujaku brings a cigarette back to his mouth. Though his hands are angular and masculine, something about the dim light makes his fingers look long and beautiful. Oh yeah. Those fingers must be very nimble, given his line of work. Oh, I bet they're nimble alright. Kujaku is holding Ren, with Benny on Ren's head. They both appear to be in sleep mode. Yeah, it's so cute. Oh my god. And I think, yeah, Benny has one of those little, like, anime snot bubbles. I'd be worried about dropping them, but I trust Kujaku not to be careless. And they're not that far out, so... I grab the ashtray I keep in my room and open the door to the balcony. Actually, you know what? When I was talking earlier about Alba's mullet, I think Kujaku actually has a mullet too, because he has a clear, distinct shortness to his hair, and a clearer, distinct, like, where the ponytail is, which you can't see here. But trust me, Ro, it's on there. It's on there. Oh. And you can see... Okay, I think you can see what I mean by the little snot bubble there. And his little bluffy tongue. Poke. Ah. Okay, I will try to calm myself and restrain myself from the cuteness. Ah. Kujaku smiles softly upon seeing me.
Oh, 風呂上がったか。
今にいると思ってた。
ああ、ちょっとこれな。
Kujaku gestures with his cigarette.
お前ここ好きだよな。
そうか？そうかもな。
なんにも見えねえのに。
まあな。でも何も見えねえのがいいんじゃねえの？
ん？そうなの？よくわかんねえけど。
Kujaku chuckles.
ほれ。
I present the ashtray and Kujaku stubs out his cigarette. I set it down by my feet and join him at the railing.
ああ。
Kujaku frowns at me.
青葉。お前また？
ん？
髪だよ。もう少しちゃんと拭けって言ってるだろうが。
Just bros, am I right? Kujaku reaches out. He's gonna touch my hair! I flinch at the thought. But it's not my hair he's going for. It's my nose.
ほんとお前の髪。仕事柄気になってしょうがねえよ。
やめれ。
I shake him off, but he just smiles. Yeah, because the thing is, like, A, Kujaku has a crush, a childhood crush. And, like, they're just... bros. but like they're more than bros. You know what I mean?
髪結構伸びたな。またちょこちょこ自分で切ってるのか？
ああ、まあな。つか、本職にあんま見られたくないんだけど、適当だから。
いや、そう悪くはないぜ。ちゃんと整ってる。
本当？キャー、コウジャクさんに褒められるなんて嬉しい。
Why did they change "kya," which is just like a sound, to "oh my god"? I mean, the face matches. That's certainly what someone would say if they're saying a sarcastic "oh my god." He said, "Sure, bros." Yep, indeed. But like, this is also a nice moment in between like the action and stuff like that to establish the brohood.
なんだその棒読み。
お前のファンの真似。
お前な。
Kajaku laughs. I have a good reason for not getting my hair cut. I don't know why, but I was born with feeling in my hair. That means cutting it is seriously painful. Once it gets past my shoulders, the sensation is dull enough that I can just cut the ends. People teased me relentlessly when I was little, saying I look like a girl because of my long hair. Even a light touch sends chills up my spine, so when they thought it would be funny to pull my hair, needless to say, it was hell. When bullies tormented me, it was always Kujaku who came to my rescue. Actually, Kujaku thought I was a girl at first, too. He was pretty surprised when he found out he was wrong, but his attitude toward me didn't really change. I have to admit, that made me happy.
お前、せっかく綺麗な髪なんだから大事にしろよ。
いつも思うけどさ、お前よくそういうこと平気で言えるよな。そういうとこはほんと昔から変わんねえな。
本当に思ってるから言ってるだけだ。お前だって昔は俺が褒めるとはにかみながら喜んでくれたんだけどな。
Aww. Okay, I'm wondering if my memory is goofing with me. Because they are not actually saying bro that much, actually, all that much. Because I think we only saw it once in the previous, in part 1. Maybe it was the anime that said bro a lot more. and that's why we all associate them with saying bro a lot. But they haven't said it at all, I think, in this part so far. Kujaku affects a far-off dreaming look, and I give him the most annoyed glare I can muster.
ガキの頃だろ。覚えてねえし。
There's a lot of things you don't remember, Abu. A dull pain shoots down my shoulders as I gently dry off the tips of my hair. This pain, is it still from rhyme?
どうした？
いや、ちょっと。
ちょっとじゃねえよ。そういやさっきもぐったりしてたよな。
なあ。
なんだよ。ずいぶんもったいぶるな。
そんなんじゃねえけど。
Should I tell Kujaku about rhyme? Kujaku can be pretty perceptive, and he already realizes something's going on. And also he's out on the street in the actual fights more often, I believe. If I try to lie now, he's not gonna buy it.
いや、今日さ、変な目にあって、なんつうの、ライムに巻き込まれたっつうか。
ライムに巻き込まれた？
それがいきなりでさ、配達中だったんだけど、気がついたらライムのフィールドにいたっていう。
夢の話じゃねえよな。
違う。
つうことは、ってそんなことあるもんなのか？
俺もよくわかんなかったんだけど、お前んとこの縄張りの近くだよ。あの辺の細い路地。
Oh, that's a good detail.
そんな話聞いたことねえけどな。
他にもなんか変でさ、臼井がいなかったんだよな。
そりゃ変だな。あいつがライムの開催してるようなもんだろ。変な装置もあいつと一緒に出てくるし。
だよな。それで、
I tell Kojaku about the rabbit head guy, including the fact that he knew my name. As he listened, Kojaku's frown grows. He lets out a groan when I finished.
そいつはお前、もしかして辻斬りってやつじゃねえのか？
筋切り？
俺もチームのやつらから聞いただけだし、詳しくは知らねえんだが、薄いなしで一方的にライムを仕掛けてくるやつらがいるらしい。そいつらのライムはルールも制限もない状態だから、仕掛けられた相手は半殺しにされることもあるって話だ。
じゃあ、俺のもその筋切りだってのか？
可能性はあるだろうな。しかし、気に食わねえな。
Especially since it was in your territory.
何が？
今回はなんとか逃げられたからよかったけどよ。もしまた仕掛けられたらと思うとな。すげえ危険じゃねえか、それって。
でも俺、ライムやったことねえのになんで、誰かと間違えられたのか？
Oh, you know what? One thing he didn't wonder is he didn't wonder if the previous owner to Ren, not to Ren, but to the dog body, the robot dog body, we don't know who owned him beforehand, right? Did anyone ever wonder who owned the physical Ren body beforehand, before Alba picked him up?
誰彼構わずって可能性もあるかもな。それと
ねえよ、お前じゃあるまいし。
誰彼構わずって可能性もあるかもな。それと誰かからものすげえ恨みを買ってるとか。
Sorry, Alba, it's someone who hates your guts. Or, well, no, not really, he doesn't hate your guts. There's people that hate your guts.
ひでえな。でも相手はお前の名前知ってたんだろ？
まあ、そうなんだよな。
うん。
ゴジャク？
Kojaku falls silent, a troubled expression on his face. A few moments later, he sighs.
悪い。やっぱ今日は帰るわ。ちょっとやることを思い出した。
おう、そっか。
Kojaku pushes off the handrail.
体、本当に大丈夫なんだ。
Whoa, so close.
な
なら信じるけどよ。何かあったらすぐ言えよ。
Oh yeah, so this is what I meant. So he has I think he has an actual real proper mullet, whereas Alba's hair is just pulled in a ponytail. Because see what I mean? He has the actual cut here, and then the singular long thing. So I think he has an actual real mullet. Okay. As if Noise was just curious and doing it for fun.
わかってる。
よし。
Kojaku flashes me a knowing smile and places Ren in my hands. Then he collects Benny from Ren's head and tucks him into his kimono. Oh, that's so cute!
んじゃあな、おやすみ。
な。
Kojaku waves farewell and heads out. I go back inside and shut the door to the balcony behind me. After I set Ren on the bed, I lie down next to him.
ライムか。
Was I really ganked? When we were on the rhyme field, Ren appeared in online mode and responded to my commands.
なんとかセット。なんだっけ。
When it happened, my mouth just started moving on its own, almost like I was possessed. What the hell was that? And why did it feel familiar? Ooh. I wonder. It felt kind of like it does when I'm turning on the charm with customers on the phone, like when I know just the right words to say to win someone over. Anyway, I wonder how often gankings happen. Maybe I should look into that. Not that I really want to dig too deep. A message.
"最新型のオールメイトか."
Got ganked. Kinda like got milk, I'm guessing? Spam. New models are coming out all the time. I skim the message, then close my coil. Oh yeah, for anyone who doesn't know what it is, Dramatical Murder came out in 2012. Coils are basically smartwatches. Smartwatches, like the smartwatches that we have today. I think the earliest ones came out in 2013 or 2014. So, Dramatical Murder predicting the future. Sort of, kind of. Because, like, yeah, obviously it was released in 2012, but it was already in development beforehand. I've always been the type to develop sentimental attachments to things I use, but I guess most people in the world aren't like that. Whatever, Ren's all I need. That's right. I need to give Ren a checkup. I sit up in bed and tap the furry blue lump in my lap.
青葉、
おはよ
おはよ
It's nighttime right now, bros.
う。今からちょっと見るぞ。
Ren is an older model, so fixing any serious malfunctions would be a real pain in the ass. Oh my god, that is so true. Just to let you know, my computer that I use for editing is actually a 2004, ironically, a 2014 Mac, and like every time I fix it, either it's such a pain because like fixing Macs are just notoriously difficult already on its own. And also getting the parts sometimes is a bit difficult too because like it's not in stock because, you know, it's no longer officially in circulation. So I'm sure they must be doing something to be able to get it. And it's not very easily gettable. So that's a little bit frustrating. But yeah, I've had to upgrade my 2014 MacBook several times, and I can foresee that I will have to keep doing it. But it's better than getting one of the newer Macs. I have to make sure I keep a close eye on him and perform regular maintenance. Exactly! I'll pick up a long cable connected to my desktop PC and plug it into the port beneath the fur on Ren's head. Ooh, okay. I open my coil and run a system diagnostic. Alright, so, you know, I think I did take a screenshot of it the first time I saw these. So I'm gonna take a look at some things now that I never really... Okay, LauArt operating system. Core temperature, 560. Is that Celsius? Or... is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? Because 560 sounds incredibly dangerous. Velocity, I can't see. It's too small. The thing on the side says... over here. Okay. Copyright LauArt systems incorporated, all rights reserved. Use of this software signifies your agreement to the terms of use and online privacy policy. I'm curious if it was originally in Japanese. The comment says, "How do you fix?" Yeah, they don't know. You know what? I'm curious. There doesn't seem to be a no fixing all mates policy in this world. Which is funny because Toei is basically the type of guy who would not want people fixing his products. Okay, that says volume, lighting, speaker, left speaker right. That is some stuff I cannot, it's too small. Vital, 68, whatever that means. Pressure, rate, pulse. Pulse? Okay, that is something too small, I can't read. Firepower? Cannot read what that says. Health status, normality. Okay, and then here says 60 total capacity, 80 total energy, and then those things are too small. Okay, computer type dog, computer voice male, AI type rough? What does that mean? Okay, so just a quick tangent about AI. Present day, obviously, when people say AI, obviously most of us are thinking like ChatGPT, OpenAI, basically generative large learning LLM AI. But before that was a problem that we have today, AI just meant generic artificial intelligence. So like, if you were playing a video game, the enemy was called the AI. Or like when they were doing playtesting, the enemy was the AI. If you were using Siri was technically AI. It was a form of artificial intelligence. It just meant generic artificial intelligence of any sort, of kind. Like, you know what I mean? It didn't really necessarily like create things out of copy pasting. But the dog says rough bottom. Oh, that makes sense. But yeah. However, I have never heard of anything called AI rough type. He's a Pokemon! Alright, map type, area and place name. I don't know what that means. Noise canceller, medium, biosensor, low? Sensor interval, medium, radar function provided, online interval, manual. A theme? That thing I cannot read what it says. Core, tendency, kofuku, option slot, Tez, something too small. Okay. Arm L. Oh, these are the... Okay, so that's the head where... Okay, and then the core... I'm guessing maybe this is like a CPU, maybe? And then, okay, so right arm... arm type, single human. Structure, 5 human. Special option transform. Miku! Haha! Puni Puni? Okay, so I'm guessing this is his, like, online model, his human form. And then arm, same thing. Leg structure, 5 human. Something. Okay, and then these are just, like, your settings. And then these are also really small, I can't read it. Okay, that's interesting, interesting. I have now finally read what all this menu says, and yeah, it seems like a BIOS type typical thing with, I don't know, do CPU temperatures get up to 560 in either Celsius or Fahrenheit? Which both would be crazy. Alright. Yeah, I read that line.
ちょっと反射の反応速度が落ちてるかな。
Ooh, okay. Frequency monitor, port 1234, and these are all too small. Secondary energy rate, also too small. Resonator chart, also too small. I don't think any part of this said anything about reaction speed, but also there were several things that were too small for me to read. Maybe a frequency monitor? I pick up the toolbox sitting on the floor. Parting Ren's fur again, I use a screwdriver to open a small square patch on the back of his neck. With most allmates, you can do all the maintenance you need from your coil, but Ren is such an old model that I have to fiddle with his insides directly. Using tweezers, I pull some new chips from the toolbox and swap them out with the ones in Ren's neck. Oh, so you just happen to have extra chips. And you also do this while Ren is like on and powered. You're just touching an open computer with no fear for your safety of electrical currents. that is kind of funny and potentially dangerous. Or maybe they figured out a way to make open no goofiness. Because I think Ren is on right now. He's powered on. Oh, and comment says that could be possible. Writers don't always think of these things. Yeah, especially, like, you know, creative writers. So he just swapped some chips to fix a speed problem. Would that work? I guess depends. Like, just some chips. I wonder if the Japanese said something different. Okay, I shut the maintenance hatch, close the control panel, and unplug the cable, then pick Ren up. Okay, another thing that I mentioned last time in previous stream was complaining about how all these allmates, they have a ton of fur. So how are they doing the cooling system? Not to mention, because there's so much fur, do they ever accidentally get, like, fur inside all the computer parts? Like, you know?
No?
Okay, one of the cutest screens. Oh, he's so cute. Pat, 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 pat. Oh. Yeah, so he did all that maintenance with Ren on, powered on, and electricity clearly flowing through.
Hmm?
少し違和感がある。が、許容範囲内だ。
そっか。チップ変えたばっかだしな。もし不具合が出たらすぐ言えよ。
I guess Chips probably would be like, maybe he changed his RAM sticks or something like that, I guess.
わかった。
Ah, so cute! I stroke Ren's back and nuzzle my forehead against his. It's so cute! I always do this after performing maintenance on Ren. I don't remember when I started, but it's become a kind of ritual, like knocking on wood.
いつもありがとな。
こちらこそ。
これからもよろしく。
こちらこそ。
お前、いっつも返事それだよな。
何かおかしいか？
Okay, which option should I choose? So I don't think... I'm not sure if this particularly affects the route. Oh yeah, Speaking of which route should we go on first? Not really, but okay, sure.
いや、別におかしくはないけどさ。なんか面白いと思って。どうした？
俺は青葉の500万倍くらい感謝してるんだぜ、ベイビー。
What? I do not remember him ever saying this line. What?
何それ？
少し趣向を変えてみたんだが、どうだろうか。
AI learning language model, I guess. No, just regular old AI learning.
Alba.
いや、ごめん。レンはやっぱりいつも通りでいいよ。
Is the baby foreshadowing something? I nuzzle Ren's forehead with mine, again, then set him down on the bed. Ren never changes, no matter what, we'll always be together. That, I take my time putting away my tools, chatting with Ren all the while.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
When are we meeting clear? The sky. Okay, that sounds like flag. Flag or agree?
おはようございます。
The next day, I go to work like usual. Mr. Haga is doing inventory when I get in. The first thing I do after I put my bag behind the counter and set Ren down is go over to Mr. Haga. I have to apologize for what happened yesterday.
店長。
はい。
昨日は配達すみませんでした。
え？ああ、いえいえ。そのことはもう。
His expression darkens, scaring me a bit. Maybe the customer yelled at him after I lost the package? If that's what happened, it's all on me.
本当にすいませんでした。できれば俺からもちゃんとお客さんに謝りたいんですけど。
そのことなんですけどね。
Wait, I think the recipient of the package was Noise, and Noise was using that package to bait him out here. Mr. Haga adjusts his glasses, a worried look on his face.
昨日の荷物、事前支払いが済んでしまっていたので、とにかく返金か再配達か伺いたくて、あの後も連絡を取ろうといろいろやってみたんです。コントロールセンターにも問い合わせてみたんですが、全くダメで。
Uh-oh. Wait, yes, okay, I think Noise was the one that ordered. If I remember correctly, I'm not sure. I don't quite remember.
はい。さっぱり連絡が取れないんです。届け先と依頼主が同じだったので、住所を調べてみたんですが、住んでいるのは違う名前の人で。品物についても全く覚えがないと言われてしまって。
それってつまりいたずらってことですか？
その可能性が高いですね。何のためにそんなことをしたのかはわかりませんけど。
Well, Noise has a ton of money. He has no problem wasting it on whatever cheap parts that he ordered from you guys. He's right. If it was a prank, what would the prankster even get out of it? They already paid for the item. They'd just be out of that money.
このまま何事もなければいいのですが、なんとなくすっきりしませんね。
そうですね。
Oh yeah, so for anyone who, I think you missed seeing the actual rhyme battle, but yeah, this was what the rhyme battle looked like, and this is one of the love interests. So, yeah, so this one is Noise. Which, yeah, my stream is going to be different than other Dramatical Murder streams because I've already played it, and as I mentioned, I'll already spoilers up. But also, like, it's been over a decade since this game's been out. People probably already know know everything about the plot. I was dragged into that rhyme battle during that delivery. Could they be related? Yes, they are. An air of unease hangs over us, but there's no more time to look for answers.
おっと、仕事仕事。
Mr. Haga hurries out of the shop. I don't like leaving it like this, but Mr. Haga's investigation turned up nothing, and I have no further clues.
さてと、俺も仕事っと。
Resolved to forget about it, I take my place behind the counter. Oh, is this when Noise... I think this is when Noise comes in. To the shop, too. Oh, whoops. Okay. The morning passes uneventfully. After breaking for lunch, I start my afternoon shift. Haga-san's out, leaving me alone in the shop.
はい。はい。では、またのご利用をお待ちしております。
I take a breather after getting off the phone with a customer. The usual voice trick worked on this guy, so I managed to sell him all sorts of crap. Oh yeah, alright, now that we are here. When I mentioned earlier about the giant screws, yeah, these are gigantic screws. I don't know what anyone's doing with them. And here's a gigantic wrench. Or pliers. Not sure. And like, here's a gigantic, what I think is a rubber ducky that I pointed out last time. And whatever the heck these things are. It was a little annoying though. He'd called before and really hadn't wanted to hang up. I'm still shaking off my disgust when the doorbell rings. Okay, here we go. A customer? I stop leaning on the counter and stand up straight. Oh, never mind. It's the kids. Oh wait, the kids come in first and then Noise comes in later.
お前らかよ。
It's just the evil trio. I let out an exaggerated sigh and go back to leaning on the counter. Nothing ever good comes from them showing up.
どうせ悪さするんだろうが、帰れ帰れ。
青葉うざい。うざー。あんたは黙ってなさいよね、青葉。
These stupid brats. They immediately find Junker and start chasing him around. Oh, they all have the same eyebrows and the same eye colors. They are definitely... Maybe they're not just related, but they're also twins? Triplets, I guess? Oh, wait, hey, his chest is open this time now. Last time the chest was not open, and now we can see the trash. Junker flees as fast as he can. He's clever for an allmate and surprisingly agile too, so he's not exactly easy to catch, but that only makes The brat's more determined. Aren't all mates supposed to be intelligent?
こらこらこらこら、お前ら走るな。
待て。あんたたち早く捕まえなさいよ。
お掃除リリー。
Hold on, that shelf is wobbling. And that cardboard box sure looks like it's about to fall. Uh-oh. I probably should get up and stop it. But the thought is a moment too late.
ああ、
なんか壊れた。
Oh, you idiots.
壊れたじゃねえ。お前ら。
うわ、青葉が怒った。怒った。短気な男は嫌われるわよ。
うるさい。こら、お前も。
I grab the three of them by their collars and toss them out of the shop. He's like, kiss you days.
ひどい、最低。
うるさい、うるさい。大人を怒らせると怖いんだぞ。
I put my hands on my hips, doing my best impression of an intimidating teacher.
たく、いつもいたずらばっかしやがって。ちょっとは反省しろ。ほんでとっとと家に帰れ。
うっさい、黙れバカ。バカ青葉。あんたダサいのよ、いちいち。
He's in his early 20s. He's not that old.
お前らな。いいから言うこと聞け。
The brats take off running. Damn it, that was pretty immature even for me. Those brats really just really get to me, you know? I guess I better clean up the mess they left. Sheesh. I thought I heard something just now.
うわ。
Oh wait, now we meet clear! Okay, wait, I thought we saw noise. You know what? Yay! Okay. Also, that is a very funny... that is very funny. And... his face. Something fell out of the sky. Clear! Ah! So cute too! Okay, sorry. My voice keeps clipping, I think. Okay. Okay. Oh, it looks like a man. I think it looks... Yeah, it looks very like a man. But a man from the sky? He's lying face down on the pavement. Oh, you know what? I am curious. What does that actually say? Oh, no. Yeah, oh, okay. Now we can see an up close of what's in their trash. There's a Swifter over there, and then other random stuff that I can't see. He's not dead, is he? That pose, though. Wait, that means the kids just ran out this over him or something. Actually, maybe he didn't fall from the sky. Maybe he just, like, tripped over the kids. And that's what actually happened. The man gets up groaning. Phew, he's alive. My relief is fleeting, though. When the man looks up, I freeze. He doesn't have a face! He doesn't have a face! No, wait, that's a gas mask. Ah, clear! This boy! Ah!
ああ、びっくりしました。
Ah, clear. I haven't heard your voice in so long. But also, I've mostly been listening to. So for those who play New Carnival, his voice actor, Manakasawa. Oh, the comment says Doc Brown. No, I think from Back to the Future. Doc Brown's from Back to the Future, right? But nope, different character. I don't know. I don't know whether or not they're similar enough because I'll be honest, I never actually watched Back to the Future. But you know what? They do look alike. But yeah. Okay. The man looks around, ruffling his hair. He seems fine, but it sounded like he hit the ground pretty hard. You know what? Yeah. This is the first time I pondered, I am not entirely sure he actually fell from the sky, because, like, the kids were just there. He could have tripped over the kids. And why is he wearing a gas mask? He turns to look at me. Although I will say, this is a very intimidating stare, if you don't know anything about him. I blink and hold my breath, hoping he'll ignore me and go away. No such luck. He walks right up to me.
マスター、無事で何よりです。
I missed your voice so much. I haven't listened to you in a while, even though I have technically been hearing you in New Carnival instead. But yeah, anyways, so as I was saying, Manakasawa, I believe, voices Clear, and also Yakumo from New Carnival. So, yeah. But yeah, so if you listen to the voices, same guy. And also, I believe he has a lot of roles in BL, especially like various different ones. So he's a big name in the BL voice acting sphere. Where's my mouse? Okay.
え?
Master?
マスターの声がしたので来ました。
What the hell is he talking about?
どうかしましたか?
Oh, he sounds so cute.
いや、多分人違いだと思うんですけど。
人違い?
俺、マスターとかいう人じゃないし。
いえ、マスターはマスターですよ。
だから違いますって。俺あんたのこと知らないし。
そんなはずはありません。僕は昨日マスターをここへ運んだクリアです。
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
クリア!
And in this right. Okay.
昨日運んだ?
Okay, I missed all that. It goes so fast, the intro, text, character, stuff, that I never actually get a chance to read properly. I guess I could scroll back in the stream to be able to see it if I wanted to. Yesterday, come to think of it, I woke up here after getting sucked into that rhyme battle.
もしかして、お前が俺にライムを仕掛けたのか?
I couldn't see the rabbit guy's face, and I think he had a similar outfit. Yes, there was a lab coat, but no, different one.
いいえ、それは僕ではありません。ですが、僕はマスターがマスターだと思ったのでここへ運んできました。
We're going in circles.
昨日、マスターの声が聞こえました。
Wait, that means technically Desire is the master, since Desire is the one that has the powers. Ooh, interesting. I don't think I ever thought about that before. Or maybe I have, or I read it somewhere else and I forgot about it.
破壊と死。
え？
That sounds kind of familiar.
なんでお前がその言葉。
Let me get out of the way so you can see it properly. Suddenly, he pinches my cheeks. I think.
マスター、なんだか昨日とは違いますね。どこが違うかというと説明が難しいのですが、強いて言うなら顔も声もだらしないように思います。
The guy in the gas mask shakes his head with a sigh. What is with this guy?
ひげひ、離れよ。
はい。
Damn, that hurt. What's wrong with this guy? He cocks his head to the side, puzzled, as I rub my cheeks with tears in my eyes.
再度お尋ねしますが、あなた本当にマスターですよね？
Now you ask that?
だから違うって言ってんだろ。
それはありません。
I take some deep breaths, trying to cool my head. You know what? Aiden's reaction to Blade is quite different the first time around, so... But I can understand why it would be just as frustrating. Comment says, Wubba dubba lub lub. Calm down, he's just trying to get you riled up. Decide to turn the tables. He's playing dumb, but maybe he'll show his true colors if I piss him off enough. If he was the rabbit head guy from yesterday, I have every intention of delivering some payback.
おい。
I launch a kick at his ass.
ああ。
He arches backward, clutching his butt.
そんなマスター、やめてください。
No, that's too cute. Oh yeah, so one of the very adorable things about Clear is that like he gets a lot of like little emojis, which is why for like this stream, this is the first time I've used this new face on stream because I really wanted it there when Clear is there, so that we could have like little matching emojis because he also gets some flowers later on too. So it's very cute. I think, as you can tell, I like cute things.
あ？
He sinks to his knees, wailing.
やめてください、マスター。これ以上はもう割れません。
Wait, what's cracked? Yeah, no way he's the same guy. Also, the voice is different. Oh, although, wait, I guess the player, us, we heard his real voice, but Alba didn't. Partially because he was also, like, half the time he was in dire desire and half the time he had a migraine. I should get this over with and send him on his way.
とにかく俺はマスターじゃないし、あと仕事あるから戻るんで、じゃ。
僕はどうすれば？
帰れよ。
わかりました。
He nods obediently and starts digging around in his pockets. Slowly, he pulls out a vinyl umbrella. How the hell did that fit in there? Okay, so if I remember correctly, why the umbrella will take us on Clear's routes. I don't remember whose route goes in the next one. So, I can confirm, I do know that Clear's route will be why the umbrella. The other one may have to re-recall. So, I guess here's the part where we decide, do we go on Clear's route or try something else? Although technically there are some more options, because you have to select several options to get to Clear's route. And I do already have it pre-saved from my previous times playing it, so we can't always go back here to redo. Okay, I am also gonna quickly grab a drink of water while people are deciding. So, Clear, someone else. Clear, someone else. Okay, I am back. Okay, I am not sure if they're still there. Let me ask social media again. So... Okay, alright. We're going with Clear then.
傘なんて出してどうするんだ？
はい、何がでしょうか？
いや、それ傘だよな。お前が持ってるの。
そうですね。それがどうかしましたか？
別に今雨降ってねえし、なんで出したんだ？
Okay, so technically the interesting thing is if he was bringing out like a normal parasol, because it's sunny, right? So a parasol would make sense, but since this is a clear umbrella, that doesn't protect from sunlight, so, or that doesn't protect from sunlight, so I guess that is why.
雨。ああ、 確かに雨の日は空から水滴が降ってくるので、傘を差せば濡れませんよね。
Oh, the little emojis.
今度からはそうしてみたいと思います。ありがとうございます。ではまた。
There's our autism robot. Aww. He opens the umbrella, spins around, and walks away.
なんだったんだ。
I watch him go, shaking my head.
店、戻ろ
It feels like I had an encounter with a mischievous spirit or something. Let's pretend that never happened. When I get back inside, I find Junker all shaken up. Right, I completely forgot. Those brats made a complete mess of the shop. I think they only broke one thing though, right? Not several things.
う。はあ。
First the kids, then some weird guy in a gas mask. Today's just one of those days. Fighting off a wave of exhaustion, I start cleaning up. Okay. You know what? I think this is a good spot to... no, I do not remember. Pngtuber. Oops. Nope. Okay, there we go. Okay. I think I want to save that. Yeah, okay, so I want to replace this one. Oops. Okay. Alright, okay, so... but I guess I will read that one line. Okay. Then that evening, after I finished work, I head to Mizuki's shop with sorry. Okay, I can read, I promise. Alright, that evening, after I finished work, I head to Mizuki's with a package. We just gotten an order from Mizuki's shop, so I figured I'd take the opportunity to stop by. Oops. Alright, so I think now that we have finally met clear, we're gonna stop here for now. And then I will come back with part 3 of the common route, I guess. Because that is when we're gonna meet... I guess part 3 is when we're gonna meet Noise correctly, and also finally meet Mink correctly. Because yeah, we've technically seen Mink briefly. We've technically had the Noise battle. And now we're just meeting it. So, oh gosh, I think the common route... I think I said the common route was 2 hours last stream. No, it's way longer than 2 hours, but also I'm yapping a lot too, so... But I hope some of my yapping is cool, educational, spoilery stuff for anyone who has only played the game and not looked into the bonus material. Or Reconnect. So, yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop here for now. Because, yeah, it has been going on for over 2 hours. But, yeah. So, yeah. Thank you for joining in this stream. I hope you enjoyed, and also, it was cool to have the cool chit-chat, and also, yeah, thank you, chat, for being here. And also for helping choose and decide, and I guess, yeah, so that is where we are here today. I was supposed to have another video come out for January, but I didn't have time to finish it, so I have a shorter video coming out tomorrow instead, actually. I'm gonna try uploading on Saturday to see how that goes. So yeah, check out my video that's coming out tomorrow if you want to. And then, yeah, if you want to check out my stream next week, I think I'll be going back to New Carnival. And yeah, so I really love this new emoji. It gives me lots of joy. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching, and if anyone was lurking or watching the VOD later on, thank you also for watching this too. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!